Guys, welcome back to my channel. It's your girl Marina here, and I welcome you to another episode of the series Common Mistakes Immigrants Make. In this series, I share a number of common mistakes that newcomers will typically make when they arrive in Canada. There's something for you to learn on this series, so please do well to hit the subscribe button, turn on the bell notification so that you get notified every time a new video is uploaded. There's definitely something for everybody to learn here, so do well to subscribe and join the family. Thank you very much for all the feedback I've gotten so far on this series. It's very encouraging to know that the information is reaching the people that I intend for it to reach. So I'm just going to jump into what we're going to be talking about today. The next common mistake that I find that a lot of immigrants make is something that I would like to call the bandwagon mentality. Jumping on things simply because that's what everybody has been doing, or going to school to study courses that everybody else has been talking about, like not necessarily because it's something you want to do, but you're just doing it because that's what everybody else is doing. The bandwagon mentality. So this part I find it a bit difficult to understand. When I read or see the comments of other people and they talk about what they had to do, the processes that they had to go through with the new express entry system to get here, it sounds to me like it's a lot of work. But the part I don't understand is, how do you put that much work, how do you put that much effort into the process of coming here, but not a lot of thought is given to what you are now going to do when you get here? How do you even get to the point where you are now in a position to do what everybody else is doing? How do you not have a plan? How do you not have like an idea of what you would like to do when you get to Canada? So today, guys, I'm just going to be shedding more light about this and what you can do to avoid the bandwagon mentality. Doing the same thing that everybody else has been doing has its advantages and its disadvantages. But guys, the disadvantages, in my opinion, outweigh the advantages. The only advantage I see there is, okay, somebody else has done that before. They can now point you and say, okay, don't do it like this, do it like that. But the truth is, everybody's experience is peculiar to them. The way it worked for one person is not necessarily the way it will work for another person. Now, the disadvantages are numerous. Number one, you can get stuck in the wrong profession. You can get stuck in the wrong courses, because you are doing what everybody is doing and not necessarily what you like. There's a very popular course. It's a popular profession. A lot of people run with the notion that that's the easiest way to get a job in the health sector with the government. So I find that a lot of people just call me and they're like, that's the course that is in vogue. So everybody jumps on that course. Go and borrow thousands of dollars from the government in student loans. Just go and do this course because you can get a job with the government. For some people, they are doing those courses because that's what they actually like. I know people who came here with that passion already in their heart. So when they heard about that course, it fits right into the plan and the goals that they already had for their lives. So they went to school, did those courses, and they were able to get jobs with the government. But I saw a different set of people who had backgrounds that had no relationship with this course. They don't even have any goals to say, okay, this is something that I like, this is something that I see fitting into the career aspirations that I have for myself. They were just, we have to get into the government. And I'm wondering, like, are you not even going to stop to think about the fact that you are coming to do this course? You are narrowing down your career options to fields like this. If this is not something you like, what is your plan B? If you now get that job with the government and you don't like the job, what can you move to? With this education you are getting, what can you transfer it to? So do you see how you are investing years of your time? You're investing thousands of dollars that you borrowed to go to school, to go and get into a profession that you may not necessarily be able to transfer the training you have gotten to any other field. Do you see how not so wise that is? If it is something you like I said, by all means, it's a good enough investment. The people who are doing these things because they really like it, the difference between them and the people who are just doing it for money, the difference is very obvious. The quality of the work, their grades in school reflected it. The people who really like these things, they succeed from the get-go because they're doing something in line with what they really want. But the people who are just there to chase money, they will struggle in class, they will struggle at work. So guys, while it is okay for you to want to go back to school, you have to ask yourself the whys. This course that I'm going to school to do, why am I doing it? Is it because it's something that I like, or is it because it's something everybody is doing? You do not want to be stuck in a profession that you hate. You're going to be wasting too many years of your life being stuck in something you don't like because of money. I don't understand how somebody who has a background in IT, who has a background in accounting, suddenly you now wake up and say you are getting into the health sector because that's how you can get a job with the government. It's not a wise move. I saw this happen a lot of times in the school that I worked in, and it totally broke my heart. Like, who's giving you this advice? Who are you talking to? Who are the people filling your head with this information that is very, very far from the truth? So now I'm just going to be telling you, how do you avoid this bandwagon mentality? Because honestly, you absolutely have to avoid it. The first way that you can do this is to have your own plan. When you land in Canada is not when you want to start thinking about the plan. Guys, I've referred to this in several other videos. I'm talking about it again just to show you how important it is to have a plan. I hear a lot of people say, oh, I'm moving to Canada because of our children. I want to give my children a better option, or I want a better option. But if you come to this place and you have no plan, what is supposed to be a blessing can quickly become a curse. You don't want to come here and have zero plan. Survival jobs are going to be very necessary. That's the truth. For the people who are not able to access jobs immediately when they land, survival jobs is absolutely fine. But survival jobs have to have a timeline. Don't just sit down there and say, okay, at least my bills are being paid, so let's stay there. Before you know it, you have done it for 5 years. You do not want to be stuck in survival jobs for too long. Give it a timeline. Work towards a goal. Don't just be satisfied with any job that pays your bills. The truth is, in this place, the opportunities are endless. But if you're not prepared for them, you will not be able to access anyone at all. If you're not prepared, if you're not well positioned, if you're not well trained to assess the opportunities, you will never be able to assess them. That is the truth. Okay? So it is okay for you to want to go back to school, but you ask yourself, why? Why am I doing this course? Why am I doing this program? Why am I trying to get this survival job? Is it just because, am I doing this course because it is pointing me in the direction that I really want to go, or that's what everybody is doing? There are people I know who are also doing courses that there's absolutely no demand in this province for that job. You are going to study a course, but you don't know where that course is going to be relevant in the province that you live. How so? So you must make sure that whatever it is that you're doing, whatever course it is that you're going to school to study, points you back to the goal that you have, points you in the direction of the aspirations, of the career aspirations that you have, and that course is contributing to what you really want to do with your life. If you're not going to be switching careers, then you want to make sure that whatever certification you're taking on is improving what you already have to make you more competitive for the jobs that are on ground. Not just because I can get a job or because I can get into the government. No, don't subject yourself to things like that. There are many ways to succeed. It doesn't even have to be the government. So please don't limit yourself by going to take on those jobs that they say, that's what everybody is doing. Set yourself apart, stand out, ask questions. It is okay to ask questions. I say that all the time. Ask questions, but filter the information that you're getting. It is not every answer you get that is relevant to you. That it worked for one person a certain way does not necessarily mean that it will work for you the same way. So filter the information, tailor it to what is relevant to you. Everybody's experience is different. Everybody has unique experience that is unique to them, their individual personalities, their backgrounds, their previous qualifications, the skills that they bring into that job. Mind the people that you surround yourself with. If you surround yourself with people who are mostly negative and closed-minded, you will be like that. If you surround yourself with people who are positive, who are ambitious, who really sit down and they tell you what their plan is, you will begin to think like that. So you need to be careful what you surround yourself with, what you're listening to, the information that you allow to get to you. These things take time. There's no competition, there's no measurements. Please don't measure your progress with the progress of other people. They might not be telling you the full story of the things that they do to get to where they are. So please don't put yourself under pressure by comparing yourself with people and then trying to do what they're doing. It doesn't work like that. Have your own plan, stick to it, be diligent, be consistent, and it's just a matter of time. It is only a matter of time. You will begin to break in through those doors that you really want to break into and be able to access the opportunities that you really want. There we go, guys. That's all I'm going to be sharing with you today. I hope that you learned from this and you're able to make better decisions and not just get carried away with what everybody else is doing, because at the end of the day, the fact that it's popular does not make it correct. If you have any questions, as usual, leave me a comment or leave me an email. I will get to it as soon as I can. Thank you very much for coming back to watch this video, guys. Until I see you in my next video, it is Marina saying thank you and have a great day. Bye bye.